We can just ask about how soon Haas wants us to set up the new area. Oh,
Yeah, it's not exactly ready just quite yet. If you give me time, I think about I want to say, I hope 5 days. 5 days, I can hopefully have it up and running.
that's not too long.
It's not terribly long. We've gotten a lot better at figuring out how this tuning works. The planets, oddly enough, from when these first came online, the planets have become misaligned. So the waystones and the guide stones that would lead the connection between the worlds has been disorganized and shuffled around. Uh, it makes the landing of the area very much not easy, but we will hopefully be able to get it up and running in a way that we can reuse it. And then we will be good to move on to Kulana's home planet.
Out of the remaining council, was there one specifically that worked on sort of their technology? I guess is the word for it.
So, do you ask that to Haas, or who are you asking?
I'd ask one of the members, or is it like a general thing where they all worked on it?
You walk up. You say that to them. Fenatorath goes, well, the council was a lot more in a leadership position. They made sure everything was running smoothly and appointed a lot of people. I personally worked on a lot of the structures and a lot of the creation of all this technology, as well as Zylsuth and Zlazozemp. They both helped immensely in some of the magical proceedings. Though, we did not truly have anyone that was specifically an engineer left here. There was one, but she is no longer working with the council. She has gone on her own way.
Alive or dead kind of way?
Not Zlazozemp. I imagine Tiyip would speak up. She goes, well, her name was Staya. She was an artificer, and she was very good at her job. But during the wars, during the hard times, she blamed herself for a lot of stuff. So she left during that period and is elsewhere. We can't truly track her. She hasn't been using her magic as much, but she's still creating out in the world. We've seen her creations through the planes.
All right. Just as like a general thing, because we have all that time now suddenly.
Mm-hmm.
Would Isa be able to interact with some of the people who are more technologically inclined, sort of like ask questions about how to fix their technology? Just sort of get more well acquainted with it.
What technology are you talking about exactly?
For example, like all their conduits within the structures and all that.
Yeah, if you speak to Fenatorath, her and Haas know a lot about it, so does Erator. They'd be glad to teach you a lot about how different things work in it. Is there anything particular you're trying to learn? What's up, Cabelia?
I have a question that has nothing to do with the campaign.
Okay, well, I'll answer that real quick, and then we'll go back to Tim. Tom, what is the question you have that does not interact with the campaign at all?
You know how people skin animals and wear their fur? What if animals skinned people and wore their skin?
It's called leather.
Yeah.
But like, imagine a person's face just...
We aren't very good at that.
He already beat you to that, so...
Yeah.
What?
Sorry, what?
Do you not know about the human skin bag? That it's a bag that's supposed to look like human flesh that PETA made?
Oh, I totally
want to buy one just to spite them. And be like, look at my flesh bag.
Like actual real human flesh.
Yeah, that's different. I imagine there's some cultures that have done it. Imagine some cannibal culture was like, what do we do with all this skin? And I was like, I can make a bag out of it. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Ew.
Sentinel Island be like.
Yeah. But, Tim, is there anything specifically you're looking to learn about?
Just generally, like, whenever we enter these places, we have no idea what we're doing.
Okay.
So maybe just...
Fenatorath speaks out. She's like, well, typically when we build structures like this where we used a lot of this energy, a lot of this power, they were designed for very specific purposes. My webcam's being very slow. 1 second. They were designed for very specific purposes. This one here was designed sort of almost as a organization base for military proceedings, figuring out the best way to go about different strategies and keep us all safe. That's why it's placed underwater. The one you were on at Hone was a more of a civilian design structure. It was all of a temple, a place for people to work, a place for energy to be produced for different sort of like sawmills, stone mills, things like that to be made and produced. The one you're going to on what's your planet's name again? Whatever Kielana's planet's name is, the one we're going on there, it is going to be mostly designed, it's going to be similar to the last one, but it's more of a transportation area. It's designed specifically to allow for teleportation to multiple planets, multiple outposts we had, and Strugoros, the one on Strugoros. It will be designed to allow for that and have large bedding areas, different sort of a highway for everything, basically. It's going to be a very main entry point. It's one of the biggest ones we built. Behind some different locations that no longer seem to be intact.
I just ask her how far is it from. I just name the village.
Fenatorath would say to you, "I'm sorry, I don't know any village names. I don't. The planets have moved so much, I barely know their alignment anymore."
I guess what I was trying to, from like DM player perspective, I guess, is if I can gain like an insight sort of thing into what we're doing. Like when we were trying to say reconnect the conduits, if I can gain more of an understanding about that in order to
assist them with doing it.
Yeah.
So that's not something that's very simple. Haas has been spending months figuring it out, and he still takes weeks to do it. Okay. But he would say, like, I'll gladly, when we start doing it again, if you'd like to hang out with us for a period of time and look over how we're accomplishing it, I would gladly have your assistance. I can always use an extra pair of hands around here. But it is very complicated. I've spent months learning this, and Fenatorath even says, I don't imagine it's going to be quick for me either. We built these, and it took us months to produce them, to align them, to get them set up to follow this the rotation of the planets, their spin, how long it takes them to go around the sun. All these different factors need to be accounted for, calculated, and then programmed almost into these conduits. So we can gladly take you in and have you help us. That's perfectly fine, but it's not going to be easy.
I think I'm up for that.
All right. Yeah, so during like long rests or things when you're around, Haas will probably just show you kind of what they do with them and stuff like that. Though it's not going to be a like a one-time thing and you're going to be like, I know everything. Yeah. It's going to be months of work.
All right.
Anyone else have anything they're looking to do, talk, ask, say? Human skin, says Leah.
Listen, okay? Things just pop up randomly in my brain and I need to ask a question before it disappears.
Human skin wouldn't be that good. It'd rip and tear too easily.
Wait, I wonder how that went down. Like, was it just like a... I wonder if this make a good bag.
Well, I imagine for like cannibals, it's like you don't eat flesh. Flesh isn't that good, especially when cooked. It becomes too crispy, like on any piece of meat. So they just had skin lying around, and I imagine that's how people figured out you can turn leather into leather, or cowhide into leather. They just kind of hung it up, dried it, and like, wow, this could be used for something. And they made like a bag or something out of it. But human skin is a lot thinner and a lot not as dense as cow hide.
Like chicken skin, so it's good.
It's not as thin as chicken skin either. It doesn't have all the pores in it either. We don't have feathers.
Natural
what
breading?
What about scalp? That might,
Yeah, that might work.
I don't know
what are you going to eat on the scalp? A skull? There's not much to eat in the scalp until you get through the skull. You don't cook the skull.
It's the flavor that counts.
Y'all
well,
weird.
you gotta scalp them first.
Y'all weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything you guys want to do in the campaign? What are you looking for?
Why is it always me saying the weirdest shit?
Because you're the weirdest person, Leah. That's why.
Last time I asked last time I said it, if balls are just dick titties, and then
not accurate.
And we went into the whole conversation.
Because you're gonna be driving home soon. Can't sleep.
Wake me up. Wake me up inside.
Can't wake up.
He's singing. All right. Anything? You guys have about 5 days until you have your next task, so it's all up to you what you want to do.
I'm gonna try to study stuff to make, like, I don't know, make some potions, or if there's
Sure.
materials that we have.
Do you have the resources for that, or do you have to go out and collect resources?
I'm gonna have to go out and get them.
All right, so when you get back to Hone, you can probably take the ship out. Either Capella could drive you or something like that, or you could take the small speeder you guys still have.
That's true.
Ooh.
Yes, and you basically go out and you can get any items you need. When you look at them, you know the prices. You know how to find the prices. Just make sure you take that amount of gold out, but you can get anything you want for the standard prices. You probably don't go to Hone. You probably have to go somewhere nearby, some other cities nearby.
Definitely not going to home.
But
Let's
you
go
have
to
that.
home, the city that's actively watching us. Because that's a good idea.
But shopping.
Yeah. So you probably spend the next day doing that about on free time or before you guys go to sleep. Is there anything else anyone wants to do? Or what are you guys doing next? Because it's all up to you. You guys have the floor for the next, like, probably 2 sessions or so.
Oh boy.
Wait, what if we also go back to the we'll go back and hang out with Leeway again, if they're still in town.
Leeway. Oh yeah.
It's
yeah.
been about
Yeah, can we
2 weeks. You would have to really hunt them down or contact them.
They gave us, yeah.
Oh.
Let's contact them and see.
You want to see if they want to meet the dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I imagine first you probably talk with Finatorath to see if she's okay with meeting some random band.
No, we just force it.
Bring them into the
Yeah,
very
make
top
them
secret
There's
base.
a pop band.
Oh my gosh, I forgot the Goliath.
By the way, there's this pop band that wants to meet you, so they're coming.
We're trying to get Kulana laid, so
So we kind of need you to help us out, like maybe
That-
turn into a dragon.
Arceus.
Arceus, I totally think
So
Well, we can make this
if
mission
you walk
based.
up to Finatorath, she just kind of looks at you guys. She's like, "What can I help you with?"
So we have people that want to meet you.
She's like, "Oh, what do you mean by that?" Last time your party tried to introduce me to someone that was excited to meet me, he started working with the enemy.
So we're gonna forget the past, right?
She's
Like
okay, I can work on that.
10,000 years. What's a couple
It
of
was
trails?
4 months ago.
Don't worry about that last guy. He's
4
dead
months,
now.
10,000
Like,
years.
oh.
Same
oh yeah,
thing.
yeah. He's dead. Like,
He's dead now.
Well, I'm not too upset with that, but who are we trying to meet this time?
it's this cool band.
A band.
They play music. They're like a group of bards.
I know what a band is.
the Goliath
Okay.
may or may not.
How does a band know me? Why are they interested in meeting me?
The Goliath
Well,
may
you
or may
see, we Kulana over here. We're trying to get her laid, okay? Just to kind of
She just like starts rubbing her temple, like, "Oh, you mortals are much more interested, or not mortals. You new human, or I don't know what you'd call a group
Mortals.
of, like, I guess Honians. No, well, it's not mortals because she's also mortal, but it's not her
She
old
cannot
race of the
be- she cannot
primordials.
be mortal.
You don't know the lore. She's mortal, but her old race of pre-primordials, or whatever they'd call themselves, and now it's a mixed group of people. So whatever this, like this, you Honians or
Just call 'em
whatever.
Trekkies.
Do we refer to people as their era?
I don't know, but she wouldn't say, she can't. I don't know what she'd call you because I don't know what I'd call that group anyways.
Trekkies.
You
That's not a thing.
people.
Yeah,
You
I
Neo-Age
guess that's it.
people.
You people are very interesting. Your civilization is quite interesting. That's what she'd say. There we go.
Is that a yes?
Listen, if they try anything funny, we will kill them.
She's like, well, I don't expect that much from you, but I would be
Jesus.
interested in meeting more people across the realm because that is something new to me and not something I've gotten to do in the last 10,000 years. But
And the Goliath still owes me that date.
it's just like, if it makes you guys happier, I'll be glad to meet someone, as long as they don't turn to start working for Lair again.
don't think they have
I
the
don't
heart
think they
to.
will.
Hopefully not.
I don't think they have the heart to.
All right, I'd be fine with meeting them. You guys. So Haas has worked on the teleporter.
I swear, if Arslan...
Haas has started. Arcelis also becomes evil. You guys. Haas has been working on the teleporter, so you can pretty much use the teleporter after a 10-minute cooldown now, back and forth between the planets that they have set up. That includes the Doll's homeworld. So that one's now much more functional.
Yay.
She's like, if you guys ever have them back on Hone or wherever, let us know or let me know, and I will spend some time to meet them.
We immediately stand on the teleporter. Let's go.
Yeah, if you guys go back to your ship, because they gave you like a little, it's basically a thumbstick, but it's someone's communication information, so that it's not just stuck
AC
in
mail.
space. Not email. It's like actual sort of email, I guess. I don't know.
Yo, here's my number.
Here's my number.
But you plug it into your ship's communication system, and you basically just send a message. Hey, we're back on Hone. We have access to Lasarth, and we want you. We got the dragon. Come meet us.
We got the dragon.
Got the goods.
About a couple hours later, you guys get a message back from them, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, we're traveling. We're kind of passing nearby Hone. We can make a short detour for a couple, like maybe 3 days or so before we have to head out."
Yeah.
We would love to see a dragon. They kind of give you information. They send out where they are. You guys, it's going to be about 2 days till they arrive on Hone. Then they have to travel from the main capital to where you are. So 2.5 days till they show up about.
It's going to be the longest 2.5 days of our life.
Should we tell them not to mention us?
Just keep it on the lowdown?
Keep it on the lowdown, because if Hone is tracking us, I don't think...
This is how hostage situations happen.
What's going on out there?
This is how people get kidnapped.
What do you want to tell them, Autumn?
Hold on. Sorry, my dinos and Ark started freaking out over something and I don't know why. Basically just play it cool. That there's
don't tell people about her.
Don't tell people about her.
This is a secret dragon.
Crouching dragon. Or is it Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon? That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot the title had dragon in it, so I was gonna try to say Crouching Tiger, Hidden, or Crouching Dragon, Hidden Dragon. It was gonna be really stupid. Yeah. So yeah, you sent that message out. They say like, of course, we understand that you guys told us that this can be very confidential information. We'll keep that on the down low. But about 2.5 days they'll be over.
Hell yeah.
The things we do to get Kaylin laid.
So much.
I'm sorry?
The amount of work that goes into this. The blood, sweat, and tears.
Oh gosh.
Why are you crying? That's not healthy.
Because I'm begging.
Begging for Kaylin to get laid. Interesting.
Yes.
It's a fun sentence.
Please.
Goddamn
I was
drama.
gonna make a joke and I stopped.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do, or should we end early today?
Did Autumn still want to go grocery shopping?
Do that,
she'll do it off stream just for the fact that
Okay.
it's like she has a speeder bike she can take out for the rest of this game's evening, basically, and she'll go out, shop for some stuff, hop across different places, and just get the standard price from the books, because Hone's big enough that it has all the outlets you'll need.
Yeah, just not going to Hone itself.
Yep. There's plenty of different sort of like smaller cities that specialize in growing certain herbs and things like that, and different sort of minerals you can find from mining towns and stuff. It just takes you probably about 5 hours in total for your evening.
I wonder
Would
if
I be
that
able to
one
tag
druid
along?
that we met at like in like session 5. I wonder if I could find her again.
You were there. So Tim, I keep wanting to call you
I wasn't
Tom. I don't
there.
know why. But Tim is saying if you could tag along, Autumn.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
I just kind of want
It'll be a
ask
You're
around
not
about
what.
allowed.
ask about
Go
what
sit in the
Hone's up
corner
to
and
essentially.
cry, Tim.
What's changed?
Sure. Yeah, you guys spend the time. You kind of go around, looking around. Tim, not much has changed really for where you've been because you spent a lot of your time in underground facilities and things like that. So
Yep.
what you know looks about the same. Buildings seem some buildings seems a little bit older, a little bit rustier, but there's also newer, bigger, better buildings still built on here. New developments have popped up in areas that you've been and there's just desert there basically. But there's now like little cities building up with their own little personal ozone builders basically. And as you're exploring throughout the town, Autumn, do you want to try to find this old druid you randomly met in the forest at one point?
Go find her and be like, "What's up? It's been a while."
I need you to roll me both a I guess there's not really something for mapping, huh, or tracking. Let's roll me a history and a nature check. Because it's been a long time since you've gone to this place.
I doubt if she'll even remember. Is Nick's plant still watered?
You guys have not asked me, but those plants are all dead. You guys have been in
No.
like the tunnels for 2 weeks. They've all died now.
They lived for a while.
Thisby's
what
eating
I'm
some of them.
We
Frisbee.
got a little hungry. It's okay.
He's hungry.
They just feel nice to chew.
What does Frisbee eat when we're gone?
They're healthy.
The rats.
He needs his greens.
I keep
Oh
thinking
man,
of
I should have
Frisbee as
had
like
that. I
this
should have had
person.
Thisby try to eat Sir Thibblesnap at some point.
No!
That would have been so funny.
And I'm just like, no, bad.
Spit it out.
Rat is friend, not food.
Oh wait,
Was
Kiwana
it
still doesn't
history
know.
and
Yeah, you can all never learned.
nature?
History and
Well,
nature.
those
Yep.
are both intelligence-based skills. So
There you go.
17 and 23.
1723. Yeah. So you can kind of find out where it was. It's been about 7 months since you've been there, I think, maybe longer. But as you get closer, you see that the area is the same. There seems to be the stream has kind of flown a little bit further down and it's starting to like begin a smaller stream leading into the desert. The grass has kind of grown a bit further and there's now more wildlife. There's actually like different sort of birds and some small like rabbit-like creatures. The same
Cute.
sort of stone structure in the center with a waterfall flowing off over it, and you can kind of see the entrance leading into the tunnel.
I don't remember her name, and I doubt I would in character.
Yeah, same here. I don't know if you ever got her. No, I think you did, and then Nick tried to flirt with her, and she was like, "Shut up, go away." And Nick got burned hard by her. I think this is. I think I still have her character sheet too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is her.
Oh, I just call out and see if she's still there. Like, just like, excuse me, miss.
So this is a very large area. Are you going to the entrance of her little home? Okay.
Not
not
taking a swim in her pool again. We don't talk about what happened.
You call in and you kind of hear someone go, hello?
I try to like find where I don't want to like walk into her house.
Well,
But
it's coming from inside her house.
all right. I kind of just like go to the entrance of it and like make my presence known more.
She's like, here, 1 second. And you kind of hear some scrambling, drawers opening in the other room. And she kind of...
I doubt she would forget me because of how...
Yeah, how different you are. She walks out. She is in like a... I guess like, it's like a tank top shirt and then some longer shorts. It looks like kind of like sleepwear almost. And she kind of walks out and she's like, "Oh, I haven't seen you in a very long time. What can I help you with?"
I was looking to do some alchemy stuff, and I thought maybe I could ask you to see if you have anything, so I could, like do a little bit of trade, you know.
She's like, oh, well, I have quite the alchemy supply. I grow some of the stuff myself, but I've been growing it mostly for personal use, so I don't have much extra. What, is there anything particular you're looking for?
Just healing stuff. Our group does tend to get beaten up a little bit.
She's like, I have a couple of your generic materials that I can sell to you, but I also have a couple of potions as well. I think I have 3 superior healing potions currently. I was messing around with learning that.
Well, whatever you're willing to sell. I don't want to take what you need.
She's like, I don't get into much roughhousing. I kind of just play with flowers, so I don't really need healing potions. I can't give you any of my antidotes or anything like that because I need those for the garden. But I'll be glad that I'll be gladly to split with some superior healing potions.
And
how much would you want those to be? How much would you like me to sell them?
I gotta see what they typically cost. 1 second.
Would the druid lady in the woods need money?
Yes, because she still goes out of town to go buy stuff like food.
Okay.
She just keeps it all. Why can't I find the potion?
Because you smell bad. I woke up and chose violence today.
Apparently.
I can tell.
Okay. It doesn't have a cost on it. Dang it. I don't know how much it typically goes for. Do you?
I know that regular healing potions go for about 50, so you can build off of that.
It's about 1,000.
Oh.
For the regular one.
What?
I don't think that's right though. It's only 8d4 plus 8. That doesn't sound right. I don't know what this is.
You're the DM. You're cool.
Yeah, that's stupid because that's like 2 healing spells. Just bop, bop, and then you get that back the next day. That doesn't sound right. I'll do it for 200, basically. She goes up. She's like, well, she pulls them out. They're in very basic bottles labeled with just superior healing, or probably even like sup.healing sort of thing.
That's probably how Zaya would label them
Yeah.
too, so she's not passing any judgment.
She's like, I have these here. There are 3 of them. I'm not going to personally use them. They were all just for experience and practice for me, trying to figure out this sort of higher level stuff. I could sell all 3 of them to you for 500 or 200 apiece from there. 500 gold. But that's up to you. I could also sell you some of the supplies used to make it. Probably give you enough materials to make 3 for 200 gold.
Oh, well, I have to have alchemy. Maybe I can also learn to make them myself too. So.
Oh, you do not have you do not have the experience for it, do you?
No, I could probably figure it out. I have been making normal healing potions, but I should see if I can bump it up to higher healing potions.
Of course. Well, it's up to you, whatever you prefer.
I could take those for 200.
The supplies or 1 superior healing?
The supplies. Elliot just said, guess who fell asleep in their own chair?
Elliot, you need to take a nap now.
Elliot, take a nap.
You can't
go to sleep.
Get ready to drive.
She's like, yes, let me go grab that. She puts the 3 potions down on the table next to you. She goes into, like, there's this wall. So she has a workspace it seems like she was working in. There's, like, a bunch of notes spread out one side. There is this nice drawer on the bottom shelf with, like, different sort of supplies and herbs. And then on the back wall, she's, like, growing 50 different herbs, all labeled with these little tiny stickers in a wall that has, like, a weird machine sitting in front of it that seems to be spraying it with something. They're all kind of, like, leaning out towards it and everything. She's like, let me find some stuff. She pulls out a drawer, pulls out some stuff. I don't know exactly what you need for a potion.
It just labeled as generic supplies. Azile has the stuff to actually make it, but as for actually making the stuff, it's just generic healing potion supplies. There's no specifically listed flowers or anything.
Yeah. So she basically goes through, she pulls out a bunch of different herbs, different sort of like newt's eye or something weird like that. Actually starts cutting from some of the freshly grown plants and bundles it all into like a little leather pack, which she pulls up, ties a little string around it, and she sets it in front of you. It's a fair sized bag, probably the size of a softball. And she's like, that should be enough to make about 3 superior healing potions if you need to learn.
Elliot says they're going to sleep. They can't keep their eyes open.
Fair thing.
Okay.
Have a good night. A lot.
No, yeah, no.
Good night,
Good
Elliot.
Do you guys know how I just woke Kaylin up by tapping her on the forehead and things like that?
Mhm.
She's already sleeping again.
Oh my god. Everyone's falling asleep.
I have to tell a
What's
story.
going on?
Elliot didn't sleep at all.
No,
Well,
Elliot did not sleep.
Kaylin's always sleep. She's a very sleepy
I
girl.
was wondering about that because Elliot was on call at like 2 in the morning, and then I woke up and it was like, Elliot's still on call.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not. Why are you still on call?
All right. Anything else you'd like to ask her, Autumn or Tim?
Oh yeah, Tim's here too.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
You're kind
I'm
of just
here.
looking around. So what you're seeing is inside this it's like a waterfall area. There's this carved out area with a nice wooden floor put in different levels. There's an area that goes to a bedroom, an area for a kitchen, an area for the sort of like research room. And all around the outside, there's just plants growing abundantly. These are different sort of creatures. And now there's even like birds and things on the outside too that are kind of living off the land and everything. But the only person you can see in this area is this I believe she's a tiefling.
Was she a tiefling? I
Oh,
do not
she's a
remember.
tiefling?
I have the character sheet, and she is a female tiefling. Yep.
Okay.
Yay! Are there any flowers in the surrounding areas?
Not in her.
That's
She
the only
has
I
some.
could
She
think
has a
of.
couple potted plants in her.
I meant more
house.
so outside.
But yeah, there's plenty of different variety of colors of flowers and little patches and things like that.
I guess the only thing I would do is just pick a couple of those.
Yeah, you can get a.
Maybe put them in a little book.
Yeah, you can kind of get a bunch of different sort of smaller flowers. There's things as big as like sunflowers that kind of grow out in these large bushes, but there's a lot of like little tiny dandelions, things of blue nature like a rose.
Well, I'm definitely not fitting a sunflower in a book.
Yeah,
so.
But you can find a couple different colored dandelions with some extra sharp leaves kind of falling away from it and things like that.
Yeah, cool. I'll press a couple of those and bring them back, little souvenirs. I think that's it for me, though.
Yep, I thank her for her patronage.
She's like,
yes, Leah.
Would you like to say something?
She's like, yes, thank you for not being as strange as you were the first time we've met.
Last time we weren't aware that there was a person here. We were just in the middle of Hone. It was hot.
That's how I like to keep it. I don't like many travelers coming through trying to use this as trying to get different potions from me for battle, things like that. I kind of just want to do what I do and keep growing my area. I've done a very good job. The ecosystem's finally having animals around.
I see that you've made definitely a lot of progress since the last time we've.
Well, thank you very
been
much.
here.
My druid nature has been becoming much more a part of the land.
Well, hopefully that keeps going well for you. I can't. Maybe I'll be back again for a maybe further purchase or just chilling, hanging out.
I'm always glad. I always need the money to get a couple extra supplies from towns every now and then.
Well, till next time then.
I will see you later. You go.
Do a little wave from the doorway.
Yeah. She just waves at you, like kind of like, you're weird. She's a very judgmental person.
Good to hear.
But yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end for now. I do want to tell a story to embarrass Kaylin though, but she's currently sleeping. So
we'll just bring it up that we know later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I was playing the Cycle Frontier. I've been playing that a little bit recently, and there was a guy I met. He was like third time dropping in the world in the server, and he was like, "Yeah, I've just kept getting shot by people because we were talking you can interact with people with voice comms and things like that, and just random people." I said, no worries, I'm friendly. He was like, yeah, I've been having bad luck with people. I've kind of just been shot in the face several times. It's like, my tactic is I always just shout friendly, and you have about a 50% chance to survive. And he was like, oh, I'll keep that noted. And so later on, I'm going to evacuate out of the place to get all my loot and leave. And I just hear in the distance, friendly, can I join your evac? I was like, hey, I know that guy. I told him to do that. And I woke Kaylin up because she was sleeping in our Discord call. And I started telling her the story. And like when I was at the end of it, she just snores. So she fell asleep at some point with having this conversation with me. And I was like, I just started laughing maniacally because it's just so funny to have like that's such a cartoon or movie scenario.
It really is.
Yeah.
Like,
and then
I've never had that happen ever.
She does this thing that if I'm laughing loud enough that I wake her up, she wakes up by continuing and joining in with the laughter. So she'll like laugh along with me, and I'm like, Kaylin, nothing happened to you. You shouldn't be laughing. But that time I was like, you don't even know what happened, did you? And she's like, I don't. And I explained to her, and she's like, really? I'm so embarrassed. She probably told me not to tell anyone, but you know.
Here we are.
Well, she's not awake to tell you not.
Yeah. Currently asleep.
She's just a sleepy girl.
She is.
Yes.
She doesn't go to bed on time for her work.
Neither do I.
Well, she works at 4
Not like
a.m.,
anyone.
So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gross.
So I'm gonna be ending stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys do enjoy, make sure to leave a follow on whatever platform you're watching from. If you guys watch in the future, like me live, I'm at twitch.tv/CadenBop_. Find me on YouTube, DLive, Trovo, Facebook. I'm now everywhere now.
Caden, what the fuck is Trovo?
It's a live stream platform. Trovo's actually a really nice platform, I feel like. It has a very nice design. You should check it out because it's very cool. DLive is less cool.
5 sites
Sounds like
now.
you're sponsored.
5? Yeah. No, just like honestly, they have like a mixture of Twitch and Discord in one platform, and it's kind of nice. So yeah, I'm everywhere. Go to CadenBop.com/socials for everything else I do. Follow or join the Patreon for exclusive behind the scene content, extra perks in our Minecraft server and things like that. Be a part of making the content. But for now, thank you all again so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Bye bye.